Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready, set. Line 15. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check 24. Check 25.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Williams, operating from the gun. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 8, read. Score. Check 2.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 15. Watch the screen. 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 Hey, watch hands. Watch. Roll out. 36.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a
can't
second
even
and
get the ball.
14. Second and 14. Tried for
Got it
Brown,
in.
and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation
Oh,
mark,
shit,
a big
Fabian.
word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Bruh, I've been not a kid.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Wahoo! Yep. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Go.
Williams from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some
First
of this
fucking play of the
yardage back
game.
after the sack.
Fucking
2nd
sack.
and 19. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 50. Check. Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. Oh, what a move. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears
I'm about to tell my story.
We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the
I
conversation.
hope you don't
Because
mind.
officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone.
For that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, Williams. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Brett Kern now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their effort.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Get the out of here.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down and inches. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop the throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Mack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Go!
Williams now throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Williams back to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, box truck. 15. Mike 15. I got you, boy. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Let's go, Pete. Ready?
Back to throw. Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Williams to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. Looking to throw. Williams. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Williams throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Williams now on third down. Going to throw deep, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some balls.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Watch 15, Mike 15. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Charlie. Mike 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Williams. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That's complete to the tight end sample.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because every completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And some strong running. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Williams going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about.
What are you doing?
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
23 yards on the play. Here's Williams. Operating from the gun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Hey, Zoo.
Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, echo.
Williams now throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Williams to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught by Jones. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. A big offensive